Hey, my name is Brandon Wayne, and welcome to my all-new show entitled My Two Cents. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my first episode of My Two Cents. I have a very special guest sitting beside me right now. This young lady has been a friend of mine for a minute, and I'm very glad to have her on My Two Cents show for the very first episode. She goes by the name of, I call her KiKi. You could call her Keys. You could call her Kia Kardashian. Hell, you could call her Cucaracha. No, I'm playing. Don't call her cucaracha. You know what cucaracha means?
La cucaracha, the cockroach?
It means the cockroach. Really? Do not call. I will beat. Do not call this girl a cockroach. You understand?
Please don't.
Don't call her a cockroach. But anyways, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my very, very good friend, KiKi, as I call her. KiKi, say hey to the people.
What's up, everybody? I am so excited to be here, Brand. Like, I call him Brand. I call him Brandon. I call him... No, like, I thank you so much for, this is an honor, like, to be here, for inviting me on your
very, very glad
My Two Cents show to give a little bit of my 2 cents. So is it 4 cents since it's both of us, or no?
It's 4 cents right now. There's normally 2 cents, but right now it's about to be 4 cents. So let's jump right into it. We have a hot topic that I'm bringing. If you know me, you know I talks my shit. I'm bringing that fire. Ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I got a lady in the house right now because I need a woman's perspective on something. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest with you, ladies. I don't know if you're going to like this one. You might want to go ahead and turn it off right now. You still here? Okay, I've told you. Let's talk about it. So the hot topic for today is prenups. Ooh, prenups. Oof. I have a lady in the house. And before I give you my 2 cents on it, I want to hear from the ladies. Because that's normally how it goes, right? Normally when there's a prenup in the house,
you know what?
It's the male who's like, "Baby, can you sign this prenup?"
Wow.
So I want to know.
I
gotta know.
I feel now is
I feel how I feel.
Okay.
But I want to know from a woman, how do you feel about the idea of a prenup? Just what are your thoughts on a prenup?
First thought, because there's a couple things that come to mind when I think of prenup. But first thoughts that I have is that you shouldn't get a prenup because if you're marrying somebody for love, right, why are you thinking negatively about it ending at all? And if it does end, depending on how long you've been with the person, right? Mm-hmm. Like, let's just say if you were with somebody for like a month, you married them, and then
the marriage was a month. Jesus Christ, that's a short marriage. But it
exactly.
That's
but I feel common. Like if you decide to divorce that person, or prenups are not necessary, and I'm honestly like opposed to it. I'm gonna share a story with you. Sure. I was engaged. Okay. We didn't talk about a prenup because it was love there, right? So I don't know. I just feel like it's just, if it starts off something that's supposed to be beautiful and loving,
it introduces negative.
Yeah, there you go. It introduces negative. So I'm like, I know you finna be on some Kanye-ish.
Man, look, I'm about to unload. Okay. I do agree with a lot of the points you made. I do agree with that. It introduces a negative idea, right? Because you already, we supposed to be getting married. You over here thinking about, if we break up, what kind of shit is that, right?
Right.
But from a male perspective, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's well known across the globe that 9 times out of 10, I don't know my exact numbers, but more often than not, when a couple gets married, right, and they divorce, it is classic. Homegirl is taking the children, right, depending on their relationship. The wife is getting the children, and the wife is also taking half, right? That is a classic saying, man, she taking half. Happy wife, happy life, right? That's where all these stem from. You better keep her happy, because if you get a divorce, she's taking half. Now, here's how I feel about a prenup.
Okay.
I personally feel, I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to didn't care about a prenup. I used to say the same thing, dude. If you in love, why would you care?
Right.
But I don't want to say it's fairy tale. Right? But in a way it is, because we know that shit happens. Shit just happens. We could be the most lovey-dovey couple ever, and shit happens.
Yeah.
So that is what I like to call a safety net, or like a security deposit type thing.
Okay.
In a way. Here's where I feel that a prenup is extremely important. Okay, from male perspective.
Okay.
Classic example. Let's take an NBA player. Okay. He meets you when he is already worth $120 million. Okay. He thinks she's beautiful. You know she's gonna be a baddie. That's what they go for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He meets her. They fall in love. They get married quickly. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. I love you too. They get married.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they get a divorce. We can say he cheated, or they just fell apart. She cheated. Whatever the case is. Okay. They get a divorce. Now, there's something interesting that happens here that I strongly disagree with. I don't know who invented this shit.
What?
But that thing is, in that scenario, it is classic, for whatever reason, for the woman to take half of this man's earnings that he earned himself, right? He did this, okay? And here's where I can kind of flip the table. So in that case, I do believe that a prenup is very necessary. I'm all for love. But I feel like, man, just even with some stuff that I've been through, you have to protect yourself. You don't. I'm not saying well, actually, you know what? I'm saying it.
What? What do you?
I don't. Me now. Now this could change.
What?
And fall in love and stuff. But just I feel like you have to take in all that you see. Take it as a warning, right? Or as something that could potentially happen to you. Again, shit happens, man.
Yeah.
We could be the best ever, but he cheated, she cheated. And I'll say something else too. Believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, I still believe, even if you got an NBA player that, you know what I'm saying, they end up getting a divorce because he cheated, which is awful. Don't cheat.
I'm ready for my rebuttal. But I'll let you finish.
Okay, I'm about to hand it to you because I talked to you.
Go ahead.
Obviously, don't cheat.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Don't do that. Right? But at the same time, do I feel like a woman is entitled to half of a man's earnings who had that before they were together? Should she get half of that now because he cheated in their divorce? I thought about it on the way over here, and I still believe no. I do not believe that she deserves anything for the simple fact that they're not together anymore, right?
Okay.
I had another good point.
Are you just looking at this from, like, as if the man is the one that's the breadwinner of the relationship, or if it's the woman?
Both sides, baby. Both sides.
Okay, because
I'm
okay.
Anybody. Yeah, this is not a man thing. If the woman, and it's interesting because when you flip it, the women, they turn on you. They're like, hold up now, I can't do that. Well, it's weird because you are totally okay with him giving you half of his stuff.
I beg to differ.
So if it was a woman, right? So you are basically against prenups. So if it was a woman on the other end, they got a divorce. She was the breadwinner. You would say it's okay, or it should happen that she should give him half of whatever she has.
Absolutely, and I'm going to tell you.
Really,
I'm going to tell you something.
Tell me
and
something.
This is some real stuff.
Okay.
I was going to say the other word. The thing is that realistically, people are not taking the time, I think, to really get to know people. You know, like first of all, marriage, we know the risk. I mean, it shouldn't be something like, oh, it's so risky, you know. It's like, but it is. It's like, it's a risk that you're taking. Falling in love, it's a risk, right? And I think that if people actually took more time to get to know the person more before they made that step, not saying that if you took the time to get to know them that you still might not end up in divorce, but then depending on like it was Waiting to Excel, for example, like the dude cheated on her cheated on Angela Bassett's character. I can't think of the name in the movie. You seen Waiting to Excel, right?
It's with Martin's in it?
No. With Whitney Houston. Oh my God, we're gonna watch that movie after. Before you leave here, we gotta watch it. It's on.
I've heard of the name.
We gotta watch a little bit of it.
I love Whitney Houston. Who else is in it? Whitney Houston.
What's her name?
I haven't seen it. Ain't no point. I ain't
really?
seen the movie.
Loretta Devine. You know, I'm good with them actors' names. Okay. Anyways, listen. He cheated on her with the white woman. Doesn't matter the race, obviously.
White girl, goddamn, yeah. You know why with them white girls. Yeah.
He cheated on her.
Okay.
Tried to. I don't know if he tried to take everything. You know, he did leave the house, but he tried to, like, you know, he was trying to take the kids, and it was a really bad, like, divorce, you know. But in the end, it had a happy ending. Like he ended up giving her what she deserved in that case. Because I mean, she's had your kids.
Meaning what? Like money?
Yeah, money and like like spousal support. I don't remember exactly how the movie ended, but it was
triggered.
What do you
spousal
mean?
Support? Triggered. So I will ask you this.
No.
In that movie, because
go ahead.
sorry, I haven't seen it. In that movie, was he successful? So was he successful before he met her, or when they got together, did they build something?
You know
together?
what? It just started off with them being together. It didn't really. Okay. You know what? She was his secretary. She was his secretary.
So he was successful, basically.
Yeah,
but if you got a secretary, you're successful.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What does success and love have? What does success and love have to do with anything? I don't understand that. I
want to believe.
What are you saying?
In the fairy tale, I wish it was that. I wish it was real.
It is real,
but it is, but it's not, because things happen. Now,
things do happen. But if you got married and your wife, had, things do happen, right? But. And I don't know, honestly, how, what you call it, prenups work. If they get half, even of the money that you make in the future.
I'll tell you how prenups work. As far as I know. So basically.
School me a little bit, because I don't know. Have you had a prenup?
Nah, I ain't no damn lawyer, right? But as far as what I know. So a prenup is basically, as states, whatever you brought into this relationship, that's what you're taking out of it when y'all exit the relationship, which I agree with completely. I honestly don't even know who thought of that. Who thought? Because to me it's like some cockiness. Like, I deserve half of your earnings and everything you've ever made because I was once married to you. That's the reason. Because I was with you. I'm sorry. What? Before
you even get to that point of it getting bad, the man and woman, whether it's whatever type of relationship, man, woman, yeah, whoever. Because I feel like you're strongly looking at this from just one-sided.
I've seen so much with these NBA guys, to be specific, and I'm just like, I'd be damn.
But that's what I'm saying.
That happens
but
to
do
me,
they not know the risk? Do they not know what they're doing? No.
They do.
It's a simple question. So
they do. But I just feel like it's fucked up, man. Like if it was me. If it was me, and let's say reverse it, you in the WNBA, unfortunately they don't make a lot of money. Let's just be real. But in my situation, they do. So ladies, congratulations. Oh my God. Y'all are rich as hell in my scenario. You're rich as hell. You are worth $1.3 billion. You the LeBron James. You out here dunking on people. You understand me? It's real. Snapping ankles. So you are worth that. Okay. If I was in it, and I'm telling you honestly, because of the person that I am. If it came down to it, and I believe it's up to the individual. Okay. Like, hey, do you want to take her to the cleaners? You know what that means? You taking half all that. I'm about to be worth $500 million. Do you want to do that? You can do it right now. It's your legal right. Just because it's legal does not mean it's right to me. So would I do that? Even if you cheated on me, you know what I'm saying, you did me wrong, I still wouldn't feel like that's my money, because we are not. So me personally, if I was in a situation, I wouldn't be because it's weird. I want to make more money than my wife, just being honest.
Right.
I'm a man's man. But I wouldn't. I would think that's messed up because that ain't my money. On the other hand, if we build something together, that's not even a question. If two people are broke as hell, right? Me and you broke as hell. We get married, we get linked under God and under Christ and under the law, and we start a business together. We build it, we sweating together, we are working on this thing, and we build an empire together. Hell yeah, you deserve half. That's not even a question. You built it together.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about why I was. That's fair as hell.
Right.
Y'all built this together. Of course she's getting half. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna take this to court. You know it.
Right.
That's the only way that should go. Not because I was once married to you. Could you imagine? I'm gonna ask you. Could you imagine? Obviously, marriage is way more serious than dating. But could you imagine? Think of however many past relationships you've been in. Okay. Imagine now we equate that to marriage. Imagine you were married to them. Imagine you are worth $1 billion. Imagine having for you. Tell me how you feel now. You have just been robbed legally.
So basically, I'm Rihanna. She's a billionaire.
You Rihanna right now.
Thank you.
We were married. I decided to take your ass to court. I got half. Now you ain't a billionaire no more. You are worth $500 million. I took half of your assets, liquidation, and all this, everything. I got the Lambos. I got everything. I didn't do shit for that.
When don't I married, say that you didn't. That they don't do shit.
No. I'm saying you
didn't. You just. In
I'm
this
the guy.
case.
Like we're together.
Okay.
Like you.
Well, I was with a bum like that.
I
I'm Rihanna. I remember.
Point. Ding, ding, ding. You heard it here. But you went to a fancy restaurant and I was back here washing dishes. I seen you. We just hit it off.
Okay.
And you ain't no point in me trying to compete with Riri. I wash dishes for a living. She knows she's the breadwinner. But to me, that is beyond evil for me to go from washing dishes to being a billionaire, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Son and babies, homie. But to y'all divorce, and I'm taking half of that money that you died for. You busted you wrote your music. People was telling you no. You went through all of this. I just married into it. And now that I was once in a relationship with you, that's the only reason. Because I was once with you at one point in time. I'm taking half of that. I did not work a day in my life for this, ever. And I never had to. I never will. I just got rich.
So you seem to know more about prenups than I do. So let me ask you this. They have to be signed at the beginning.
Right. Of marriage.
Period. They can't be signed like a year later.
Hell yeah.
It can't. It can?
No, it cannot.
I'm like, I'm confused.
No,
like,
no,
yes
no,
or
no,
no?
no,
Yes or no?
no. As a prenup before you get married.
Okay.
You have to sign this.
Okay.
If you don't, I mean, as far as I know, maybe there is a thing where it's like we forgot about it. She's cool with it.
See, honestly,
maybe
this is a tough topic because we don't even know enough about prenups, and you got me on here talking about.
No,
prenups.
but I'm saying, I just in the idea of in the realm of what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's just say it is a thing where you have to sign it before.
Okay.
Right. And we are here at the altar.
Okay.
And it's like you still ain't signed this prenup. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard. I mean, it's for a man. It's different because I'll bit my tongue. For a man, it is an absolute nightmare. It is a horror story to work your ass off. Right? You were in love. Everything was good. You work your ass off. You do all the work. You get married. You have kids, which is beautiful. Right? And then it's so bad to me. It is so negative. It is so messed up that is even legal because she was married to me. I have to she's gonna take half. That is beyond wrong to me. Again, if we built the business together, no competition there. But that is just backwards to me. We ain't together no more. Like I was telling you, imagine all your relationships that you've been in right now.
Yeah.
You just lost half of everything. And how do you so let's just do that example.
No,
you have lost
you said it like that.
You see what I'm saying? You are at risk. You are extremely at risk with you being the one that is successful as hell, hooking up with somebody who ain't. Besides love, we know this stuff. If somebody talks about, if we say, okay, so about the positives, we know you're in love and all that stuff. Let's talk about the negative and just to see who's at risk more. You are 100% at risk. This person has absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain. With you, this is how lawyers would talk to you. Like, you need to get a sign as prenup.
One thing though, your scenarios, if I'm being honest, are not. They are realistic because it does happen.
I got something to say.
Yeah. You let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're realistic, but at the same time, like, how many people, which is probably a lot, but most people are not out here just marrying bums who ain't doing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. It may happen, but it's not that realistic. So I'm like,
classism. Is that what you're saying? Classism. These people are classist.
No,
if you ain't rich, I ain't talking to you.
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean that most people just want somebody. And to be with somebody that is also going to work and bring something to the table, right? Like, but if that's the case, like I said, that you end up with somebody like that and you love them for the D or whatever it is that you stay in.
You shouldn't get married for the D, guys. You should not get married for the D.
No.
Don't do that.
Or the V.
Or the V. I mean, I know, dude. It'd be crazy, right? But don't you marry for that V.
Yeah, no.
Do it.
That's what I'm saying. People need to take a little more time to think about,
I agree.
Like what you're doing. I don't care if you're an NBA player or if you're working at, Whataburger. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's real though, because that's what I'm saying. A classic example.
Yeah.
And classic example with NBA guys. Tell the truth. All the woman has to do is be attractive. That's it.
Yeah.
Like with a halfway decent shoulder on it, decent head on her shoulders.
Right.
That's it. We see it all the time. These NBA guys and celebrity dudes, they get linked up with Instagram model chicks.
Yeah.
They are a little bad, a little baddie, That's what they do.
Yeah.
And if you were getting it, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will say that these Instagram chicks are actually broke as hell. But again, that's the scenario.
Okay.
And I would hate it for my mans. I'm telling you straight up. I would tell my mans. I would tell you. I would tell anybody. Get a prenup. I know that you love them and all this stuff. And some women actually feel the opposite. They'll flip it and they'll say, I wouldn't have a problem signing it because I'm not in it for the money. So why wouldn't I sign it? I don't care. Take your money. Because this is, besides it being thinking about the negative or the what if.
You know what?
It's a very
That's a good
possible.
Point. That's actually the best.
So it almost when you don't sign it, when you don't want to sign it, and you know what I'm saying, if you got a bad attitude about it, or you lash out, it makes the man go, So why?
Yeah.
Is it for the money?
Yeah.
Because on your end, you said, I'm marrying you, right? And if it don't work out, guess what, baby?
Yeah.
I'm getting your money, so I'm good. So on your end, because we talking divorce now, there is no more love.
Right.
In the case of divorce,
wait, that's not true.
What? Or love.
See?
There could be love.
Yeah, there.
But I'm just saying, as far as on the papers, you're divorced now.
Right.
What's going to happen
but
now?
That's the thing. Like, a lot of people, I think, still do love each other after they divorce.
Which is, why the hell did you get a divorce then?
Right, and that's why I said people need to I didn't say this yet, but take more time to work things out so that it doesn't even have to always lead to that step. That, you know what I'm saying? But I did like the point that you made about, you sign it because you're in it for the love anyway. But it's just at the same time, it's like, I don't feel that if a person, because if you really want to be honest, people could be like, get sick in a relationship and not be able to. There's a lot of factors that could go into it, and I think that, let's say because a lot of people like get cheated on while they're pregnant, and that's really messed up.
That
and it's
is
like,
true. Why is that, dude?
Yeah,
what is up with that?
I don't understand, man. It's like, why would you do that? Like, that's so.
It is, dude. It is wrong, man.
And it's like the woman is sitting here, pregnant, carrying your baby. And now you want to divorce and just leave her high and dry. Like, that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so cold.
It's cold.
And
but dude, I think homegirl.
I mean, are you gonna agree a little bit so we can kind of?
I think we're gonna have to. I get it. It's wrong. I agree on that. It's 100% wrong. Never cheat, especially when the woman is pregnant.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
Sad.
And then, rightfully so, she wants a divorce. And it hurts to say it, but I gotta speak my truth. It would be nice if he gave it to her.
Yeah.
Give us something, man. Don't let this girl out here struggling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't have to do that.
Right.
Are you a piece of trash necessarily? Well, because you cheated, yeah.
You're right.
But are you a piece of trash because you don't want to give her money? This is money that you earned.
Yeah.
You earned this. You were alone when you did this. Was your thing. And you just have somebody coming in,
but it's
to
not,
take it.
But you saying it's so just somebody coming in.
I mean, your wife or significant other.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should marry somebody that you strongly like. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't just be like, this is just somebody. Yeah. But unfortunately, it happens too, where it's like you start treating a person as if they weren't, the love of your life for whatever X amount of years. I don't feel like that's right. Where you fall out of love or whatever the case may be, and you just decide that that's not the same person that you slept in, because I've unfortunately kind of experienced that type of thing where it's like, damn, how can you turn and be so cold? You know what I mean? And again, I didn't walk down the aisle and actually take that step, but, and I honestly, I may have signed just because I'm not in anything.
You did sign?
No. I was just saying, like, if I had gotten into, the race I was telling you about, like, but it never had even come into play because it was just such a strong, like bond, whatever. And I mean, apparently it didn't work out. So it's like, but the thing too is that a lot of people don't want, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how much money you have, but like, honestly, I didn't want anything after I just wanted like my life back. You know what I'm saying? Like to know
point.
Me again.
That's the point.
And so, you know what I'm saying? And so honestly, I wouldn't be that person that would ever take advantage. I don't care if you are, NBA player or whatever. It's like, I love you for who you are.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
That's beautiful.
But at the same time, wouldn't you want to make sure that that person is,
taken care of?
Taken care of.
Me, yes. But do I owe that to you? No. You're saying that you're not that type of person and that you wouldn't want their money.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. But I believe that this whole half thing was born out of spite.
Yeah.
You have whatever you done, if you cheated, if you just didn't love me no more.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at you right now. How can I hurt you? Because you cheated him. We're just going to say he cheated, which is awful. Don't cheat. We know that. But we're just going to say in this scenario that he cheated. this woman is so mad. Rightfully so. You should be mad.
Yeah.
You're hurt. You know what I'm saying? But how can I get you? How can I get you? Like, ooh, I want you to feel it.
Say this person, because women cheat too.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
So, but I know you're just speaking from your point of
Yeah.
view.
I mean, we can flip it around.
Flip it around.
Okay, let's flip it around.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
Opposite,
Go ahead.
WNBA. You're in the WNBA, and your now ex-husband is so angry at you for cheating on him. You did cheat on him, right?
I cheated.
He is so mad that he's like, how? Because you done moved on with your
Women
life.
be cheating back, though. They don't be cheating
True.
first. They cheat back.
You know, still depends.
That's another conversation for
I got
another
some
day.
exes. There's a key. Ain't gonna put you on the spot. But in this situation, the WNBA player cheated. You know what I'm saying? This man is hurt. He's mad. He don't understand. She's moved on with life. She already dunking on everybody. Nothing stopped for her. Meanwhile, you over here back to washing dishes, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't I have the right to take half? Let's take it to court. And you win because that's how it goes. Right? So I still believe, and I would tell this to my mama, my sisters, anybody. That's just how I feel. Like, again, it would be nice of the person to give you something if you really do have to go back to washing dishes.
Right.
Like, ooh. But do I believe that they are required to give you anything, even if they cheated on you, which is awful, don't cheat. I don't believe it because they worked for that money.
Yeah.
To me, you had it on easy street.
Yeah.
And if you want the money that bad, stay with him.
Yeah.
If you with him for the money.
Right.
You know, like if you want the money, like it's.
Right.
Anyways, I don't think we.
No.
So how are you kind of understanding?
I do understand. I was gonna just say
It's
to your audience that I'm very open minded. So please don't attack me in the comments.
Ain't nobody. Don't do that.
Like that.
Don't do that. I wanted somebody here specifically to combat with.
Yes.
So please don't come at. I'll beat, not for real. I won't beat the shit out of you physically, but I'll beat the shit out of you spiritually. I'll say, Jesus? And he don't cuss, so I'll be like, Jesus, can we beat the he out of them, please?
Right.
But no, you're good.
Because I think that, you did make a lot of valid points. I think that your 2 cents was definitely worth $1. I don't know.
I'm rich. I put in 2 cents to get back $1. I don't know what is the return. Return rate is a whole lot. That's a great percentage.
That's a big return.
That's a big return.
Investment. Okay.
That's a big return.
But no, I definitely think that, you made some really strong points. Because honestly, I hadn't thought about it until this topic. And I don't know if a lot of people, have really sat and thought about it the way that we've talked about it. So I'm interested to
unfortunately, hear. First of all, again, I don't think that should be a thing. But with a man asking a woman to do it and her declining, unfortunately, that right there makes her immediately look like she's in it for the money, or she's in it to protect herself, because she's protected if she gets the money. He's protected if you sign the prenup. So who's gonna be protected here?
Right.
Me
But then a man bringing it up makes the woman feel like, why you already thinking about?
I've been in that situation before.
Yeah, don't think I wasn't gonna make.
I agree with that. You are bringing up,
but
but I feel like if and women, bear with me now. We know that women are emotional
Ladies,
creatures.
let's try to bear with you.
Right? Can we agree with that? Women are emotional.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I'm about to cry as soon as it's over.
I feel like a lot of the times on that aspect, because when you're going to ask me, that is a very logical, rational question.
Yeah.
When you truly think about it. If you get out of your feelings about it and you just set your feelings aside and maybe make this person who's asking now, make them your best friend. That's your male best friend asking you for advice. Do you think I should get her to sign a prenup, just in case? God forbid we ever get a divorce, but I cannot imagine this woman taking half of my earnings, and I literally got married to her. I was rich as hell. She was broke as hell.
Yeah.
I can't imagine her. I can't imagine that. What do you think I should do? I would hope that anybody would say, from that perspective, dude, protect yourself. And when he asked her, can you sign this? And she says no, the next question would be, why? And if her only answer is, well, why would you be thinking about negative stuff in the first place? My nigga, run. My nigga, run. You about to, God forbid. First of all, you have introduced the negativity. It's planted in her mind. It won't be at the front anymore when y'all get married, but it's certainly in the back. Get a divorce if you want to. She taking that, brother.
Well, wait. Before
Go ahead.
Before we end it though, did you see Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
I haven't. I think I've seen it. That's when he was beating her, right?
He wasn't beating. He was very very mean to her.
Okay.
And
yes, because she was in the
dragged her out of the house, brought the other girl in. Mm-hmm. It was
That's
very
wrong.
Yes.
But he was successful when they got together.
Yes, I believe so. And
yeah, you know how I feel about this.
I'm just saying,
it would be nice. It would be beautiful if he gave her money afterwards. But 1st of all, we already know he's a piece of trash. He ain't doing a damn thing.
Yeah,
I would. I wouldn't be a piece of trash. But honestly, speaking from honesty, if I had a wife, God forbid this ever happens to me, right? Because she gonna sign that prenup. Just with me now and just where I want to go, and just the way that it makes sense, the way that it protects me, because this is my money.
Well, future Mrs. Wayne, right? I'm so sorry. Like
baby girl, on the prenup, so we can get married. It gives me peace of mind. I'm not worried about
baby girl. Don't do it.
Baby girl, you better sign them papers.
No, because okay, we're gonna just. I know we gotta wrap it up,
right.
But don't you want to just be married once?
Of course. Of course,
so just choose wisely.
but again, things happen. People fall, and it's so sad. Wisely. People fall out of love. People change. You've dated, well, maybe.
Yeah,
people literally 180, and it's like, how is that possible?
I have been hurt so many times.
I have too.
I'm about to cry.
And imagine marrying that person.
Yeah,
who you back in the WNBA, rich as hell. Mm-hmm. That person was perfect for you. From your best of your abilities, you see no red flags. We have verified people do change. Yeah. God forbid they change, but they do.
They do change.
He's a piece of trash now. He don't treat you nowhere near what he used to treat you. Of course you want a divorce. You treat me like a dog. What is wrong with you? You fight all the time. Yeah. And it's 100% always on him.
Let me listen clearly to you. Go ahead. You're spitting facts right now.
It is 100% always on him. He has a problem. Mm-hmm. You have you went to counseling. You have tried everything. You have had a mental breakdown, and he tells you, get up. You like, why you... Yeah. What happened to you? But we'll say in this case, he planned this. He wanted to get in good with you. You got married, right? It was his plan. He really didn't care about you. Just like that Tyler Perry movie when I think the young guy was interested in an older woman. I think it's Tyler Perry movie.
Doing? What was he doing?
I think is it a Tyler Perry
interested
movie?
In older women?
It was a younger guy. And he was interested in an older woman, and they ended up getting married, and he took all of her money.
Oh, yes.
Same scenario.
I can't remember the name of it, yeah.
But he wasn't like that before. He was amazing.
No, he had a plan.
He did have a plan.
But I'm saying he was like that before.
You wouldn't know that being his wife. Gotcha. She had no clue. Did he get her I forget the name life insurance or whatever?
Yeah, he did. It was something like that.
So in that situation, that is beyond messed up. I think anybody would agree. So again, get into it what it is. But I feel like it's only tough because it's generally the woman gets the money. If this was opposite and gender roles were switched completely and we were in a different world, I feel like it would be opposite. I honestly feel like it's a what do you call it? It is a conflict of interest for a woman because generally speaking, the woman gets the money. So I'm not saying you. I'm just saying you naturally want to protect yourself. Oh, right. I'm getting that money. Right. Whatever happens, why would you? So natural. But if it was opposite, naturally I'd be like, well, hold on now. The man will. Maybe he should the stuff you're saying. Think about it before you marry it. Yeah. Why would you be thinking? It's like you're not attacking the question directly.
You know what? I think we should
We can do it number 2. Yeah. We can whatever you need to do. We need but I believe this is a strong point.
Yeah, it's actually a really good conversation. I want to ask my friends and people about it. And I'm sure you'll get a lot of comments.
And I will say when you ask your female friends, again, ladies, please just bear with me on this. Y'all gonna hate me on this. But women are emotional creatures, right? We know this for a fact. Try to, if you can, to not be emotional about the question. Try not to get defensive. Try not to be like, well, why would you ask me that? You don't ask me. Yeah. Try to just answer it with the whole heart and fully. Right. If your answer is no, I will never sign a prenup, follow it up with the why you wouldn't. Basically, if you can find a legitimate argument so as to
he's saying I haven't given no legitimate argument.
I'm sorry, I can't. You seen that dude who be convince me otherwise? The only thing that you told me is why would you be negative? Why would you think like that? But as far as damn, we've been talking longer. We've been talking for a while. What else did you say? But you were saying
I said that
you shouldn't be negative. You should know the person enough to know you should get to
that. I think that's the strongest. That's my strongest point, guys. I think that people should really, and again, I could talk to you for 5 years, right? Just, we know, I think I know you. And things still might,
Go south.
It happens. Some people, like when Brad and Angelina broke up, I was like, what in the world,
I mean, I never paid attention to him.
You never paid attention to him? He left his one wife and got with Angelina, and anyway.
Oh, that's it, ladies, don't do that. He's going to do the same thing to you. Baby.
Different topic for a different day. But I was like, dang, like, what the heck? Because they seem like such as, like, perfect little couple or whatever. We outside looking in or whatever. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, right? I don't know. I just feel like it's very important that you just know that person. That like, if you're friends first, you know what I mean? Then you, at the end of the relationship, and like I said, that's where I think that women do get emotional because, like, we were that, we've been hurt. And it's like, this was my friend, my homie. Again, some people do just marry, just, some women are gold diggers. Okay. Some men are gold diggers. It's okay. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. I don't honestly think that, I don't care how successful I was or how successful the other person is. I think that I still would just be like, we in this for love. We don't, not even worry about the paper. Because honestly, even marriage itself, people may not agree with this, it doesn't need a paper.
I agree with that. Marriage is actually biblical.
We agree on something.
we agree on something. Marriage came from the Bible.
Yeah, we don't.
The government grabbed it only for the reason to get your money. That's the only reason the government is involved at all.
Yeah.
Marriage license costs money. Divorce license costs money.
Right.
Who gets that money? The government.
It's all a money game. Yeah, and then people have these lavish $30,000 weddings, and it's like,
which are nice.
They are nice.
I'll tell the truth. If I can get my, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get my wife that. I'm a baller. I like to ball out. I'd like to do that only if, I wouldn't be in that situation for her anyways, but only if that's, because I feel like, we're getting off topic. Big time. We'll talk about that later. I'm out here trying to convince people that prenups are a necessary evil because everybody has an evil side and they want your money that you worked for. Women get a prenup. Men get a prenup, and everything in between.
When the cameras go off, we're gonna talk about this some more.
Yeah, that's cool. So,
but I agree partially with you.
Okay.
But my 2 cents still stands.
You don't think a prenup?
I don't think they're necessary, really, because it's like, look, I love you, you love me. Let's do this thing. Let's try to make this thing last for a lifetime.
I believe.
And you just stop giving up. Stop giving up so easily. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe in the whole, there's a soulmate out there for some people, whatever. But at the same time, it's like you can make stuff work. Who knows if, I don't know, whatever. If there's like a special one person for somebody, your special person could be on the other side of the world. Who knows? True. You know what I'm saying? But I'm such a lover, guys. I'm just,
it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
I want you to be careful with that love. Well, in this case, of course, if you are, be careful anyways.
Yeah.
But if you are the successful one, I would tell you, like I'll tell you today, I will tell you before your wedding, if I see you at the back, I'll be like, you made him sign a prenup, right?
Dang.
You made him sign it. You might want to pause that. That's what I would tell you. So that's my show, guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Brand. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's
That's
been
a
pleasure.
wrap, guys. There you have it. My 2 cents. I'm going to be coming back to you with some more, man, and I'm going to just keep it rolling. And again, my name is Brandon Wayne.
I'm Kia Carfashian.
And this is
My 2 cents.